Who says you need a big budget to make a big impact? Discover how smart, creative marketing can help your brand shine without draining your wallet. To all returning listeners, thank you for your ongoing support. And if you're tuning in for the first time, we're so glad that you're here. This is the perfect place for small business owners and entrepreneurs looking to level up without stretching their resources too thin. On this week's episode, I want to talk about tackling a topic that's not only practical, but absolutely essential in today's climate: budget-friendly marketing strategies. I'm going to repeat that. Budget-friendly marketing strategies, right? So whether you're a startup or a small business, single entrepreneur navigating uncertain times, finding creative ways to promote your brand without overspending is more than important than ever. So today in this episode, I want to walk through how to effectively market your business on what we call a shoestring budget, right? So from harnessing the power of consistent content creation to really building a unique brand identity that truly resonates in 2025, all the way to exploring unconventional guerrilla marketing tactics. We got you covered. I got you. We got you. I got this. We got this, right? So on top of that, today I want to highlight some amazing free and low budget cost tools that can make the world a difference and not drain your pockets for your efforts. So stick around, hear us out. I want to be able to help you guys empower yourself to take action and implement one of these many strategies right away. Hopefully the takeaway after this, you see that. It's going to be episode packed value. So grab a notebook, get your notepad, open up your iPhone, take notes, and get ready to unlock the kind of creative marketing that drives results without splurging. What's up, everyone? This is Fit for Business with me, Jarod Lehn. Welcome to episode 53. New year, baby. Let's go. So for those of you who don't know, I'm the owner and founder of Socialtopia. We are a social media digital marketing agency based out of Monroe, New York, and we've been operational now for 7 years. So guys, when it comes to cost-effective marketing creation, hands down, one of the smartest strategies you can do to promote your brand is, I really believe, is power of meaningful content, creating meaningful content, relevant content, because it does so much more than just fill up your social media feed, right? It helps your business establish an authority in your space, right? To help build genuine trust with your audience, as we know, and to help them keep them engaged over time, right? So the beauty of content creation, I think, it doesn't have to cost you a fortune, right? If you can't hire somebody like us, you just need to know where to focus your efforts. Think about questions your audience often asks or problem they face, right? Write posts that speak directly to those guys. This is your chance to provide value and really position yourself as an expert in your field, right? Whether that's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or LinkedIn. Share short content, engaging videos on how to post, right? That showcase your knowledge while keeping things fun and just overall approachable. Keep in mind, the goal is to create content that serves your audience. It's not just about selling, right? It's about connecting. Those of you who know the guru of all time, social media marketing, Gary V, right? He always says it, back in the day, his book, Jab, Jab, Right Hook, whatever it is, right? Jab, jab, hook, jab, jab, hook. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to butcher your words. There's so many cost-effective tools out there just for like content creation, right? Like Canva. They make designing graphics easy for social media, right? It's so easy. You can even, maximize the impact of every piece of content, repurposing it in multiple ways, right? You can take little snippets from Instagram or LinkedIn, turn those into an infographic if you want to on LinkedIn, right? It's not about working harder, as we say. It's working smarter, not harder. And just really making sure every piece of content gets as much reach as possible, So, and if you don't have a video editor, there are video editing tools now inside platforms like Instagram, like TikTok, and even YouTube Shorts. That's a pro tip. Here's another pro tip for small business owner. And trust me, this is key. When it comes to content creation, consistency always trumps frequency. It's far better to deliver a steady stream of quality content than really to post sporadically and disappear for fucking weeks. Your audience should know that they can count on you for valuable, engaging content on a regular basis. A predictable schedule builds trust in the world of marketing and social media. Trust is everything. So having that unique brand identity is absolutely imperative if you want to stand out in your crowded market. So going to brand identity, it just isn't about your logo, even though it's important, your tagline. It's the voice, it's the values and the visuals that make your business unmistakably you, right? Think about that. When you have a clear identity, it tells your audience who you are, what you stand for, and why the hell they should care. Without it, your business risks bleeding into the background, right? And blending out there. That's the last thing you want. A strong, authentic brand builds recognition, loyalty, two things every business needs to thrive. So, this is a big mistake I see. Businesses trying to mimic their competitors, now hear me out, in an attempt to keep it up. Now, it is good to keep an eye on what people are doing and try to not necessarily replicate it, but see what's working for them, right? Um, that might seem like the safer route, but copying someone else's identity dilutes your authenticity. Think about it. Why would someone choose a knockoff when they can just go to, well, the original? Instead, follow the crowd. Lean into what makes your business different, right? People are drawn to honesty and originality, which is staying true to your story, right? And values. Those will always pay off in the long run. If you're not sure where to start, begin by defining your brand's voice, values, and visuals, right? Ask yourself, what do I want for my business to be known for? From there, share your stories and business moments that shaped you or the business, challenges you faced, and the reason is behind on what you do. Stories, I think, really resonate with people because they're personal and they're relatable, and they make your brand feel human. For example, if you run a cozy bakery in a small town, focus on heartfelt stories about how you support the local community. That personal touch shines brighter than any cookie cutter marketing campaign. 1,000%. There are so many ways to personalize your brand as well. Something as simple as unique packaging, right, can make a lasting impression. Personalized thank you emails are another great touch. Goes a long way. They show your customers and value them how they can see it individually, right? And don't underestimate the power of direct engagement. Replying to someone's comments or DMs on social media goes a long way into building an audience. You can even automate these today and still make it sound like you. These little gestures might seem small, but they add up to create a brand experience that people want to support and remember. Think about this. How in the heck do you think influencers or people with amass followings of over 100,000 followers, 500,000 followers, a mil and more are responsive to people out there in the streets? Maybe they have a VA. Or better yet, maybe, just maybe, they have AI programs that are conversational AI that are doing the work for them. So now, when I think about guerrilla marketing, we've all heard the term. The first thing that comes to mind is how bold and innovative it can be without needing a huge budget, right? Guerrilla marketing is all about taking unconventional approaches to create something that's memorable, that really sticks with people. And this is the best part. Those strategies can be incredibly cost effective, which makes them perfect for somebody like you, a small business entrepreneur, or like mine. When you're willing to think outside the box and take a few minutes to be creative and take risks, you really can make a big impact without draining your resources. Here's one idea I personally love is hosting a pop-up event or collaborating locally. Imagine creating a buzz by setting up a contemporary booth at a community gathering or partnering with another small business to draw in both your audiences, right? Events like this are not only great for exposure, but also great for personal branding, building connections with your audience. All right. Another tactic, street art or unique signage. I know we're going away off topic here than digital, but right now, I guess, of course, that depends on local regulations. But designing an eye catching display with your brand's tagline can get people talking about your business and making it unforgettable. Not to go down a rabbit hole. I think another fantastic strategy is working with micro influencers. These individuals might not have a massive following per se, but have a highly engaged audience within your niche or within your area. The key here is the connection these influencers typically have, the trust and credibility with their followers, which means it's not bot related, right? Making their promotion of your product or service feel authentic. And speaking of getting your audience involved, user generated content, UGC, the best campaigns are pure gold. You really should encourage your customers to share photos of your product with a branded hashtag, offering them some type of small reward or shout out in return. I think it's really a win-win for both parties. Your audience gets to feel like they're part of the brand, part of the experience, and you get organic buzzworthy content. Now, let me say this. What really gets me going about guerrilla marketing is how it challenges us to think outside the box differently. When you step outside the traditional playbook, you open the door to creative opportunities that just leave a lasting, I guess, impression. It's about doing something unexpected that grabs our attention in the best way possible. No matter your budget, creativity can really be your biggest asset in standing out and making your business unforgettable. I'm a firm believer in, again, working smarter, not harder, especially when it comes to marketing on a tight budget. That's why I'm such a fan of free, low-cost tools that can make a big difference in managing your marketing efforts. One of my go-to hacks is using a social media tool like ours, Social Swift Pro. This platform really allows me to save so much time by planning and scheduling. It's a game changer. So that means you can focus on creating great content all at once and let the tools do the heavy lifting, right? On your posting or on your scheduling. One of the many things our tools offers. It's a game changer for staying consistent without feeling overwhelmed. So another tool I might recommend is something for building out your SEO. If you're having a hard time building out SEO keywords, meta tags, using an AI platform, Jasper, ChatGPT. Don't worry, it's easier than you think. But by using AI, you can plug in words, keywords that align with your business that people are searching for in your industry, right? You can craft that content and get actually discovered online. Again, I've said time and time again, we use these platforms. Our tool has Chat GPT built inside of it. AI is super powerful and helpful at the end of the day, right? So I've said it before, SEO is not something that needs to be, in my opinion, consistently done for your website per se. If your backend is set up appropriately from the get-go, you stay in touch with it from time to time. If you have to make any changes, that's when you make the adjustments to these websites to get higher in the search engine rankings and so forth. But ranking higher, in search results may take, some time, some effort. But a tool like this helps make the process so much more approachable. Another digital aspect I love, email marketing. It's another great area where you can spend, you can do a lot, get a lot for banging your buck without spending a fortune. Again, my platform that we use here, Social Swift Pro, it's perfect for sending like newsletters, promotional campaigns, or updates to your customers. What I love about email marketing, it gives you a direct connection to your audience. You're not now relying on social media algorithms to reach people. They're already in your inbox, hopefully, if they signed up for your marketing campaigns, your email campaigns, excuse me. With a good email strategy, I think you can really build stronger relationships and keep your customers engaged and, over the long term. Lastly, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to keep learning. There are so many affordable or even free resources out there to help you sharpen your marketing skills. The first place I'm going to say YouTube tutorials are goldmine for everyone and everything looking to learn and brush up on their graphic design, tips for mastering social media ads, and even platforms, I think, like HubSpot's platform offer free courses like topics like content marketing and email strategies. Those tools are out there and the knowledge is accessible at this time. There's no excuses. It's up to you to make the most of it. You don't have to get a fancy degree or endless funds at this time. Just a mindset that's open to growth and willing to try new things. Before we wrap up, I want to kind of recap what I covered today. I talked about investing in content creation that truly reflects your brand and helps you connect with your audience. We also looked at building a unique and authentic brand voice, something we've mentioned time and time again over the past episode that kind of separates you guys. Then we explored creating low-budget guerrilla marketing tactics that really can help grab the attention and hopefully leave a lasting impression. Lastly, I discussed free tools and other low-budget tools to help be amplifying your voice and your marketing efforts without breaking the bank. So, as always, just want to thank you for tuning in to the 53rd episode of the Fit for Business podcast. So guys, if you found value in our conversation here today, I'd love for you to do us a favor. If you can go share this episode with a friend or a fellow entrepreneur, and go ahead, if you're watching this on YouTube, tap that subscribe button, or if you're listening on Spotify, do us a favor and tap that follow button. We'll see you on next week's episode.